fella you can see there, a Collingwood player down. It looks like it's Christian.
There's probably 3 or 4 pockets that have now almost dissolved into one. Players are being thrown everywhere. Oh, look at this.
That could be one of our men, Bernie Quinlan, standing right near that. Maybe we can get some comment from Bernie, who's standing right beside the incident. It's on the 50-metre line, back further. That's the Collingwood player who's been knocked out. Sensation here at quarter time. Well, it's all or nothing, isn't it, Sandy? The winners get the lot, the losers go away empty-handed, and that is really, well, that's a sign of what they're playing for, isn't it?
Not just the players, but also officials involved.
Who is that that's down? It's hard to pick up because of the shadows. Is it Gavin Brown?
To the Magnet, episode 3. Who thought we'd do 3 shows?
You.
I didn't.
Hey, 3P.
3P. 3P. I'd like to say thanks to Major Tom for your video live streaming, podcasts, editing, marketing, all your social media platforms for business and influencers. Or if you want to be an influencer, get in touch with Kaiji, will look after you. I'm going to go through a little bit what we've got tonight on the show. I just put a little question up there. I don't know if anyone knows this. I didn't know it. I couldn't even remember. I think I had too many beers spiked with vodkas back in the day. But
I find that hard to believe.
Question for tonight. I think it was about 1989, 1990, 91. The Heights started the Indian Premier League cricket. We had our own little league. We had a pre-season comp. There was current players. We had some members from the community. We had some supporters, I remember.
It's like the International Piss Pots League.
It was.
Eh?
We had Johnny Fast Car Ferrari. I think he was at full forward when we had this comp. And I remember I played for Hoss's Heroes, and I believe there might have been about 4 captains. So I've put the question out there, does anyone else know the other teams that were in the comp? If you can send them in to us, because I've got no idea. I just remember I played for Hoss's Heroes anyway.
So that's obviously Gav White, first person to call.
It was Gav White.
You might know, you might have
Are you out there, Hoss?
What's going on?
Are you out there, Hoss? Can you remember? Or Badger? I know Fathead. He might know. He might have been a captain. Maybe it was Badger.
You never know. I can't remember. It's the brain cells are fried.
Yeah, well, it all started with in the pre-season, the boys meeting up at Chelsea Heights Primary School, and we all started playing a bit of park footy, you might say, during the week, and then it evolved to a pre-season comp, and rivaled the IPL. There was bidding for players, and it was all full on. And
was it beer money?
Oh, of course there was beer money, and of course it ended up being a very large night afterwards. The comp was finished, but I do remember playing for Hoss's Heroes. On tonight's show, we're going to catch up with the Chelsea Heights Football Club president.
The Lady Prez,
Kellie. We've got two of the current players, two Ripon blokes to talk to tonight, and one of them, Joel Rippengale, has actually sponsored the show, which is JDR Brick and Block, Bricklayers. We're going to ask Joel a little bit about his business when we have a chat to him. So get amongst it. Anyone's looking for barbecues, building a new house, retaining walls, new walls, we'll have a chat to him about what he does.
He's a ripper too.
He's a ripper.
See what I did there?
Excuse the pun.
See the thing?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. I do.
We're going to share a Demeter. We're going to spin the wheel a bit later on and get a past player on, which will be great. At best 22 this week 3, and everyone's...
It's a ripper.
It is a ripper.
I don't reckon it's hard. If you've spent any time at the club over the last 25 years, as soon as you get past the back line, you should exactly know what it is.
You should know, exactly right. And thanks to Smitty for sending that in.
Yeah, good on you, Smutley.
Yeah, Smutley, thanks for that. And anyone else that wants to send it in, you can send it to Jason at majortommedia.com, or you can send it through to me. It's Grant Reynolds at telstra.com. We'll be taking some questions from the audience as they come through. Also, no joke of the week this week is, did we get censored or what happened?
No, what happened is Dave's come down with a mystery illness.
Mystery illness,
It's not COVID-19, it's not whatever. It's funny because I was around Dave's ours last night because we were, social distancing. We were allowed a few people around there. We sat down the fire and, I don't know, after about 6 bottles of wine, he was fine. You know what I mean? So I reckon we knocked off 6 bottles of wine last night in the Cup Star, and he was fine when I left him. So I haven't heard from him today, but apparently he's come down with a mystery illness.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what it is, but hopefully he gets well and gives us something next week.
And you put out the call for a last minute joke of the week, and you couldn't get a find.
We wanted Bear Bum. James Matthew, I just so basically, if you've got a decent joke or a half decent joke, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Next week.
Look, what we'll do, you don't have to, we won't call you, we won't put you on air. You can just record it on your phone and send it through to us. You can practice it, no pressure, and send it through to us. We'd love to hear from everyone. And we're going to get a Hairy Chef rant or not today?
A little bit. A little bit angrier this week. I found myself in a weird... As you get older, you get grumpier.
Yep.
But I was being grumpy, so I think I'm going... It's like Benjamin Button, you know what I mean, for an angry person. But I've got... There's a little things that really pissed me off this week. Just a couple of little things. And it's obviously people in general, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've got something. Let me go. Wind me up and I'll get going.
Okay, that's good. We haven't had anything on here yet. Just again, it was about 89 or...
90-91, Michael.
90-91 maybe. It was a pre-season comp we had down the Heights.
Michael, the Funkin' Wagnalls Greeley.
Yeah.
The 1st of December.
1st of December. 1990.
Over car while I was in hospital.
Hey, special comments from the coach.
Special comments from the coach.
Haven't heard from him for the last couple of weeks. Gained a bit of self-confidence behind there, isn't he? Look at him go.
Ralphie's already on there. He's
how many?
Ralphie's ticked off your first, you know what I mean, so it's on there.
That's 2 for GR, 1 for me. Okay. Thanks, Ralphie.
Here we go. We've got some here. What's going on? Replying, it's Bear Bum. It's saying there was Rowdy's Rangers.
Ooh.
We don't know what Badger's team was, but there was Rowdy's Rangers.
Isn't that bad? Wasn't that Badge?
It must have been. Yeah, it is actually.
Badge.
Sorry, I'll say that again. It was Rowdy's Rangers, and that was Badger's team, and we had Hoss's Hero. So we've got 2.
That would have
there
been
must have been more. Or was there only 2? I don't know.
Rowdy Brown.
I thought there was about 4, but it might have only been 2.
Jimmy and Slugger had a team.
Did they? Jimmy and Slugger, maybe. Okay. Anyway, we're just about ready for our first guest. I'll hand it over to you, Chef.
Yeah, so we're going to get a little update from Kellie Perryman, the president. She was speaking to the league today. I'm not sure. It's just... We have heard a couple of things just before. It's just getting confusing for everyone at this moment, and it's getting basically boring. No one knows exactly what's going on. They're just feeding us a bit of bullshit every now and again. But Kellie spoke to the league this morning, and she knows she's more updated than anybody on this table or around. So we'll get her on the phone and give her a quick rundown and see if we can make any sense out of what's going on.
I will call her now.
Yep.
I hope we can hear Trev in the background. Trev's the husband. He's a cracker, mate, Trev. I love him.
Yeah.
Loves a sherbet. You know what I mean?
Do you want to say
Hello.
Kel, is that you?
Yes, it's me.
Well, we obviously know that because we rang you. But anyway, it's a bit of mystery, you know what I mean? Okay, so what we need... How are you at first? Sorry, my manners are terrible. How are you going?
Oh, yeah, pretty good. I'm sort of still working. I'm probably one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, you know what? I know people sort of whinge and moan about still working, but I haven't for 6 or 7 weeks, and it's not good. It's not that much fun, you know what I mean? You think, especially if you're broke, you know what I mean? If you're a school now, I wouldn't mind so much. And how's the Trev? I've got to ask, how's my mate Trev? Is he driving you mad?
Good. Oh, yeah, I'm ready to kill him. He's probably listening.
So that's not you. That's not COVID-19. That's just any week anyway. So now, Kel,
yeah, no.
Well, say hello to him for us and say hello to the rest of the family, all the gang. Now, I heard you were speaking to the league this morning, or had a chat to the league about what's going on, or you know what I mean. So, can you enlighten us on what you know and tell everyone out who's listening what's the situation right now? Because I don't think anyone knows what's going on. You know what I mean?
I know there's a lot of rumours and innuendos going around. So I rang the CEO of the league this morning. They're basically still in talks with AFL and all the other leagues regarding start-up and training, but basically the bottom line is their hands are tied by the government.
Fair enough. I mean, that's it, isn't it? They make the decisions, you know what I mean? Whether they're yes or no, we can't do much about that. So when's the next update? Do we know? Is this going to drag on forever? And like for local footy, it may be good, it may be bad. I'm not really sure how it sort of pans out.
Well, basically, we're in stage 1, at the moment. So you know, the boys, if they want to get their fitness up, and they can get together in groups of 10 somewhere, and, you know, they're not officially allowed to train, do any training, but they can do, like, work on their fitness in a group of 10. Also, while, you know, doing the social distancing bit as well.
Yep.
So, at the well, but
there's a sticking
basically,
point. What's training and what's hanging out with the blokes you go to training with without wearing a footy jumper 10 metres apart or in groups of 10? What's the difference? You know what I mean?
Well, training, you're not allowed to do any tackling or, you know, anything close proximity. You know, sort of with each other. So it's basically a lot of fitness work, handballing, probably standing around kicking goals. I suppose that's my idea of, you know, just having a kick with your mate.
Yep.
And that, so, but the club rooms and the change rooms are all off limit to the players.
Oh, we know that. And this is a backdrop, you know what I mean? Done by Trent Downey. It looks absolutely real, doesn't it? But trust me, it's a backdrop.
Yeah. So the next date we sort of are waiting on is the 1st of June.
Yep.
And hopefully we can be confirmed that restrictions will be relaxed a bit more, and we can potentially, hopefully, play a limited season. That's sort of what the club, the Southern League, is working towards at the moment.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, it's just week by week, isn't it? Until we know any further. Until, like I said, until the government make a prominent decision on what we can and can't do. I suppose we've just got to wait and hopefully. Look, I'd like to get some footy in this year, even if it's a few games or some, you know, some inter-club games or something. You know what I mean? So to give, because everyone misses it. You know what I mean? It's a great little sport and brings the community together. So I suppose we just wait on the government and see how we go. So.
Yeah.
No worries, Kel. Thanks for that.
Before you go, Kel, is there anything else you'd like to, I guess, also send out to the supporters as well, or any other messages? I mean, we're all going to stick fat. That's why we're here. But is there anything else you'd like to say to the supporters and sponsors, etc.?
You know, just everyone sort of, as I say, stick fat. Everyone sort of keep together. We're trying to keep everyone updated as quickly as possible. As soon as we hear something, I sort of shoot it off to everyone pretty much within 2 minutes. So until we actually officially hear something, you know, we're just hearing hearsay.
Yeah.
But also, you know, like if the players and supporters still want to get behind the club, we're on Facebook. We've got a Toyota Good for Footy raffle going at the moment, which 100%. Every dollar goes towards the club, which is good. You know, we ran it last year, which was a good success, and Nicole's been kindly to put it up again for us this year. You know, like the committee, they're all working. So we're all still working in the background. You mightn't see us or hear a lot of us, but we're always in constant contact with each other and working on things. But this is one way to keep us sort of ticking over at the moment. You know, like everyone is in the same boat. You know, with no financials coming in, but it will be a good start. But yeah.
Well, thanks very much for your time, and look, we really love you actually to come onto the show, because we'd like to hear a little bit about yourself and how you got involved in the football club and how you see the future of the club going, etc. So we'd love to have you on one night if that's okay.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Good on you, Kel. Thanks very much. Appreciate that, and I hope to see you all soon. And like I said, give Trevor a hug for me. I love the bloke.
Yeah, I'll get him some work to do.
No worries. Good on you, Kel. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. All right, we're just about ready for our second guest tonight, and it's a couple of current players, actually. It's Gary Carpenter and Joel Rippengale. We're going to give them a call. Just get
I
Joel's
said I'd ring
number.
him, text him 5 minutes before I give him time, but I actually forgot.
You might
about
have to
what I
give
was doing.
Kodji's number, actually. You've sent it through. We'll give him a call.
Seriously?
It's not here.
Oh, mate. It's on an email somewhere. One of those 40,000 things.
It's in an email or Facebook.
Mate, well, you need to roll the segment through while I find what's going on.
I'll check my Twitter or my...
Yeah, find something, because I've got absolutely zero right now.
Hey, Nicole, do you have his number?
We'll ask our floor manager.
I'm that retarded. I can't even find stuff on my phone. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. Hey, going back into the football team.
Yep.
Why don't we go into Big Smitty's?
Yeah, Big Smitty's football team. Hang on, we might have floor manager might have the number here. I think she does. Yes, she does. Here we go.
You got to keep talking, Joe.
Oh, I'm keep talking.
Mate, this is just... Well, look, we had a...
Who's Peter Archer has said nice glasses, Toddy. I think she might be calling you old.
No. Peter and Mick run Audio Optical.
Oh, right.
So that's where I got them from.
Oh, excellent.
These are the green ones.
Big cheerio.
I won't tell Peter that.
Big cheerio.
Yeah, Mick, give me a good price for them.
Yeah.
Thanks, Peter. I appreciate it.
Hey, guys, have we got Gary or Joel on the line?
You've got Joel at the moment, mate. Gaz next to me.
Yeah, how you going, guys?
Yeah, not too bad, boys.
Thanks for joining us tonight and giving us some time. And we were hoping to have a good chat to you about the season, or hopefully the season this year. I'll hand over to the hairy chef who's got a few questions we want to ask you about.
Yeah, no worries.
Here we go. Hey, here we go. So, well, we're just going to ask for this one. Righto, boy. I've got a couple of little things. I've got some stuff sent to me during the week. Actually, I've got... This is more probably pointed towards Gary. Someone sent me... I don't know if you can see it on screen. There's a bit of paper here in our snail mail. And it's got... on the top it says Dale Possum Carpenter and a list of all the things he's achieved in his football career. So, yeah, that's your old man, I understand. I don't know who sent it to me, but on the back it's got good luck for the show, boys, DC. So I'm not really sure who that is, but anyway, we'll get to that later. So, boy, is that you, Gaz, groaning already? It's only going to get worse, trust me. Righto, firstly, guys, tell us about your business. Yours, Joel, and I understand you work for Casey, Gaz. So one at a time, how do we get in contact? What do you do? We need some bricklaying. What do we do? How do we get in contact with you, Joel? How do we find you?
Yeah, so I operate a little small local business, mainly in domestic and commercial brick and block laying. But if anyone wants to get in touch with me, they can get me on my email, JDR Brick and Block @gmail.com, or on my mobile on 0403 611 809, and I've also got an Instagram page, it's JDR Bricklaying, so any of them should be able to find me.
Good stuff, mate. And Gaz, what about you, mate? I heard you work for Closey?
Yeah, mate, I've worked with Closey for about 14 years.
Really?
And he tells me he's an ex-height boy.
He is. Actually, you tell him, he destroyed my career. He just absolutely destroyed my career. Not that it ever got started, but that's a story. And actually, you ask him that question, he always feels bad about it. But so what do you do for him?
So we do commercial roofing.
Yep.
So roof plumbing. Yeah, we do a lot of the train station work and big jobs up in the city. And yeah, when I said I was signing up at the Heights, he was pretty keen to put his name forward to jump on board and be a sponsor. So
I heard that he's actually, even though he's probably the richest man from this area I've ever known, he's actually a really good bloke, Closey. Lovely guy.
I've seen his yacht. It's his yacht's bigger than the unit I'm living in at the moment. So that's how well he's going. So good on him.
Yeah, I think the sponsorship was the change in his ashtray.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big ashtray. Eh? Fair income. He's unbelievable. Oh, hang on. We're ringing now. All right, boys. Next question. JR, over here.
Yeah. So, firstly, I was going to say with the Instagram, Joel, have you got some pictures of the work you've done, have you?
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Gary.
Yeah, you just rang Gary's phone, have you?
Yeah, tell him we're trying to merge the calls together.
Oh, we're trying to match. That's all good. We'll keep going. So, Joel, on your Instagram, you got some pictures of the work you've done, or?
Yeah, mate.
Cool.
Got an Instagram page made up with a few photos up there of some of our work, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Thanks for that. And just a question for Gary. So, I just wanted to, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, especially the Carpenter name. It's pretty. It's
synonymous with
it is
local
synonymous
footy.
with
You know what I
local
mean?
footy, especially Chelsea.
My question.
And how did you get to the Heights, etc.?
Yeah, well, the Carpenter name, a lot of people know my dad Possum and Uncle Lee. They were, their careers extended over many years in the peninsula. Both coached premierships, played in premierships.
They were involved in some pretty successful teams at Pines in the 80s and Chelsea. Me and my cousin Sam were pretty lucky to grow up with footy fathers and pretty much spent our whole life going down the footy and playing footy and my career, I suppose, I started juniors at Pines. Dad was involved with the senior club there, so I played juniors all through to under 16s, and then Josh Bull got me across to Bomb Beach, where I played under 18s, seniors. I had a stint over at Pewstar for a year, and I had a stint with Chelsea for a year as well. And then I suppose this year to get to the heights, Bully's one of my best mates, and I'm pretty good mates with Flatesy, and he's been calling the last few years, trying to get a couple of us to come across, and I sort of put Bully's name forward for the coaching job, and sort of said, if he gets the job, there's a few of us that are pretty interested in having a chat, and yeah, it just sort of worked with the way my family's at the moment and age, I suppose, that we headed over.
You live locally, do you, Gary? And
I live in Skye, so not too far away.
Yep. That's pretty close to Puppet, unfortunately, isn't it?
Yeah, Puppet's just over the back.
Oh, no.
He'd be knocking on your door every 5 minutes, wouldn't he? It's like him and Thwacey attacking you every time. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
That would mean you would not... Go for it.
They're both pretty close, and Tim is my brother-in-law. He lives in the next street, so there's a few of us out here.
So you'd be avoiding your local coffee shop then, just in case you run into Puppet?
Yeah, you get stuck there, mate. Footy.
So I've got a couple of questions. They actually weren't on the sheet that you haven't got. They're sort of more ad-libbers. First question. How many relatives do you have? I've roughly counted, because I'm a good mate with Slug, Damien Reid. I reckon 300. Yeah. There's got to be 300.
There's plenty around.
Mate, there's
Daniel Hogan, he'd be putting his hand up, mate. He's one of them.
Mate, I'm going to claim some sort of carpenter sort of relationship soon.
Almost Vikings, isn't it? Vikings,
you know what I mean? It's like keeping the whole, the clan alive for future generations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you always bump into people and they say you're related to them, but you've never met them before.
After a handout. If you see a bloke called Paul Smith coming around and trying to claim it, they just accept him on too. Why not?
He's another one. He lives just around the corner here as well. So.
Mate, I'd see there's something going on, isn't it? Yeah. You're going to build some sort of carpenter mosque out the back, so you'll keep the game going. Now, the other thing too, I've got, and this is going to be a little bit harsh. What's it like living in your father's shadow? And just remember, I didn't come up with these questions.
Rippy's come to my place and he's got I haven't even seen a question, and Rippy's got a page full of answers.
Yeah.
And he told me, he goes, they got a bit of dirt on you.
Well, not dirt. It just says here, Dale Possum Carter, 13 grand final matches, 5 premierships, 5 run-up premierships. The list goes on and on and on. What you're on, man. And apparently, is he got a book out? I actually watched an interview with your old man today on Game Face, and did someone make a book of him? And does he or does he not tell everyone in the street about himself?
Well, he obviously knew I was on tonight, and he's give you a call with his resume.
Oh, did he? And if you listen to Poss, I'm only joking, okay? You know what I mean? Yeah,
he might be listening because he doesn't know how to use his phone.
Is he?
He's dead by now.
Yeah, fair enough. He looked a little bit uncomfortable in that interview too. Yes, that's a bit of a stitch up, actually. I don't know who did that, but I'm just answering the questions, asking the questions. So what about, and Joel, what about yourself, mate? How'd you get to the Heights? What's the go? You're involved with Bomb Beach and Bully as well, so what brought you over?
Yeah, well, he was the state night, the deal, mate. So I grew up in Cora, a little small town on the New South border, and I was pretty good mates with Sam, Gary's cousin.
Yeah.
And obviously getting to know Gaz
through Sam, I met my partner Chloe, and that's how I ended up moving to Melbourne. And so when Bully got the coaching job, it was sort of a bit of when Gaz and a few of the boys were going over. It was a bit of a no-brainer for me to jump on top and yeah, jump into the hype.
So did you say you grew up in Cora? And that's
Yeah,
how you met all the boys, because they used to get that camping for years up there, didn't they?
Yeah, so Gary and Possum and Sam and old man, plus all Bully and my partner Chloe, all their family's been camping up there for
I've been there a couple of times with old what was his name? The old Johnny used to make the rabbit stew.
Yeah,
Old Johnny.
Right, yeah.
They were actually good times. I think Sluggo introduced me to the family through up there with the camping. So yeah, it's a good little connection you got there.
Yeah, so that's how I sort of come down to Melbourne. I met Bully's sister and through Gaz and Sam and all that. And history.
Yeah, we did have a footy trip one year at Cora, I believe.
Yeah.
We stayed at the Star, I think. Was it the Star?
Oh,
The pub? Are they still going to the pubs up there?
The Star?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Star, she's got the underground Star open for a few VIPs. If you drop me name, I reckon they might let you in there down there. But mate, there's 7 or 8 pubs in Cora, but 3 or 4 of them are shut down at the moment. Yeah, it's pretty dismal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we went to the races. I think a few of the boys played golf. Trying to remember if Shane Blake's listening. I think it's Teddy. Teddy used to run one of the pubs there. I can't think of his surname anyway. Just a question for you. Another question. Sorry?
Gaz ripped apart from all of them, so...
Well, I really don't think Gary's in the right position to start talking about footy trips and being barred from pubs. But that's one thing we won't get into.
So we dropped your name, not his. Is that right?
Sure, mate. Just tell me for the ripper.
Right, no worries.
Just a question for you, Gary. I just wanted to touch base here because I know you've played at a few other clubs, but just wanted to see what the coaching style of Bully is compared to other coaches that you've played under.
Yeah, so one thing with Bully, and when Quakey said he was looking for a coach, and he said the club was sort of, down and out and had a few tough years. One thing with Bully is he's all about the people. He won't just concentrate on coaching the seniors. He'll be all around the netballers, the committee, the supporters. You guys don't have under 19, but the reserve. He'll coach the whole club, and he's very professional. He's sort of been guided by Steve Hughes, which we're lucky enough to have for the last 5 years at Bomb Beach, and he'll bring a lot of Steve's sort of game plan to the team. But it'll be off the field where you'll notice he'll make a big impact on the club.
That's well said. I think you just got yourself a game in round 1 after that.
Well, I better start running then if we're playing.
Jolie, question for you. Tell us about a few of your teammates who you're looking forward to playing with. And have you got any characters? There's always a few characters around here. Have you got any already?
Yeah, there's a few characters. Maybe a few blokes, like obviously like your Gaz and Sheldon Price, Brad Gilder, Robbo. I played a bit of footy with Gaz and Sheldo. And Gilder, I love the way he's understanding in a couple of games and a couple of finals with St. Paul's. I love the way he goes about his footy. He's the old fashioned in and under brute. A couple other blokes like, Jesse O'Dowd, Jordy Perryman. I heard a lot of talk about Jordy Perryman, and I get there to train and I look, this bloke can't kick a footy. And I shit him off. Peter Little very good. He can't hit a target, and then game day, mate, he's a jet. The way he hunts the footy and just the way he goes about it. One bloke who I want to say that I'm looking, I think it might be a bit of a surprise packet, is Big Justice Person. But he's a big bloke who's come across from basketball, he's strong, and he's got a little bit of mungle in him. And I reckon a big bloke, strong, he can't take a bit of mungle about him. I can't wait to watch him play. But there's 2 other guys that I've got to take my hats off to is Robbie Mack and Luke Greeney. Them 2 guys, when all this corona stuff's been going on, they've been setting the bar with the fitness stuff. They've been sitting up on the page. They've been doing the power work, and they've really been, setting the scene, setting the bar, and I take my hats off to them too, because it's pretty hard with everything going on to try to keep motivated and to keep running. Mate, they've been doing half marathons and 2 or 3 runs up a week, and it's a credit, especially when you don't know if you're going to be playing footy or not.
Mate, they're 2 great young kids, and apparently Luke Green he's set to hit the 45 kilo mark this year. He's been bulking up on the Musashi bars, and he's just about to go. He reckons after this year, if a 25 knot wind suddenly comes through the club, he reckons he can hold his position this year. Trust me.
They shouldn't have closed the Chelsea Heights fish and chip shop.
Otherwise, we can go to, maybe we can get Possum, Gary's old man, because he does a bit of fishing, and we can start weighting his socks down to keep him in one spot. So. Nice work, Charlie. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Joel. Nick Nagel's giving you a real rap there on line too, mate. Do you know Nick?
No, I wouldn't listen to him, mate. He's one of the boys from back home. He'd be talking absolute garbage.
He's giving you a big rap online. Just a question for both. Just a question for both of you guys. It's a good one. Any superstitions or pre or post game rituals that you guys follow when you play?
Not really for me. I do most things the same most weeks, but if I don't do them things, then I don't get worried about not playing well. I have the pizza and pasta on a Friday night and porridge for breakfast and a cup of roll, and that's about it. I don't know if Rick's got any. I know post game he has. He doesn't normally go home until midday Sunday, but.
Hey, I've got the same one, and I haven't even played for 30 years. Hey, we're connected.
My only ritual is there's no honky-tonky Friday night. That's my only ritual.
Same again.
My only ritual is there's no hanky-panky or honky-tonky on Friday night. That's probably about it.
Yeah.
Is that like something you've made yourself, or is that just goes with the territory of being a father?
Nah, that's Bully's rule, because...
Well, because he's not getting any, are you? One in, all in, I suppose. Fair enough.
And what a question of you, Todd, is how the hell are you texting me, my mobile off your mobile, telling me what's your number because I've lost your number?
Because I'm a genius. Hey, it's as simple as that. I'm the most technically retarded person ever. You know what I mean? I've got no idea what I'm doing. I've got no idea. That's just that's my superstition and ritual. Just retarded. You know what I mean?
Oh, Joel, you're allowed to send some Cheerios out to family and friends, but Gary, you're not, because it'll take all night.
Exactly. We're at 11 o'clock. You know what I mean? Just say the fam.
Any Cheerios, guys? Any want to say anything?
We'll just say to all the boys. Obviously, it's a tough time, but it takes a bit of a fitness base, because you just never know what could happen, and we could be playing footy in 6 to 8 weeks. You just don't know. So stay positive and keep backing out the run.
Yeah, thanks. And Joel, thanks very much for sponsoring the show. We really appreciate it.
Very much so.
We didn't think we'd get to 3 shows. So thanks for joining us, guys, and we're looking forward to seeing you out there this year. Fingers crossed. And we'll all have a beer together. It'd be fantastic.
No worries, boys.
Thank you.
Good on you, mate. Thanks, boys. Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.
So just again, don't forget JDR Brick and Block Bricklayers. Contact Joel on 0403 611 809. Or get on his Instagram page and have a look at some of the work he's done. If anyone's...
He's a ripper. Absolute ripper.
Yeah. Excuse the pun, but and if anyone needs any work done in that department.
And good on the carp store. I actually haven't met Gary but
yeah,
the rest of the 297 relatives.
Yeah.
But I never got a chance, haven't get the chance to meet Gary too. And we knew we were going to sort of stitch him up a bit about his dad and stuff like that. And Joel was a part of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he said basically, in the end, Gary's got a good sense of humour, but when it comes, what he said about Gary's in the big games, the finals, the big crunch games.
Yep.
He's a guy you want on your team because he's the guy who stands up. So, crack. I mean, if DNA and family's got anything to do with it, obviously he's a wonderful young man. So,
and I remember it when I was growing up, I was just called Reggie. No one knew my first name. I was just called Reggie.
That's it.
Son of Reggie. That was it.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
I'm lucky because my old man couldn't play football, so I set my own low benchmark. You know what I mean?
Well, we've got to that stage of the night where it's time to spin the wheel. If you want to spin the wheel.
I'm loving to spin the wheel. I'm going to get a big one this week.
Give it a big one. We've got some good names on here tonight.
Mate, there is heaps.
And before we spin the big wheel, let's see if he's got his... We've got the...
Yeah, we've got it.
We on? We ready?
Right,
We ready to rock and roll?
Hang on, just put it on. We'll start on candle.
Candles?
We'll start on candles. So if it's a full spin, we'll ring him, but we'll see how we go.
Right, so this is going to go... Okay, let's go.
Give it a see. You're going to make the noise as well?
I'll try and make the noise, but our lungs aren't going that good. Oh, there we go. Jeez, it's going this one. Someone's put WD-40 in it. And here we go. Hey, here's a blast from the bus.
Do you reckon this guy will still be up?
I don't know, mate. He's in Queensland,
I know, he's in Queensland now.
Is there the time difference? What's the go with the time difference?
No, they're all back to normal. They are still in 1984, so
I'll tell you what,
he's probably a bit younger than us at the moment.
This will be interesting. This guy, great bloke.
Yep.
Great story.
Yep.
Good footballer.
Yep.
Loved to. He was in the halcyon days at Chelsea Heights.
Can we get some audience? Gotta love this. Let's announce him. Ready? Oh, if he's gonna answer, he might be asleep.
Hello?
Bishop! How you going?
Hey, boys, how are ya?
Hey, the fish! What's going on, champion?
Oh, just having a couple of quiet days in the sun here, mate.
In the sun?
In the sun.
Jesus.
It's about, I reckon, what do you reckon, about 7 degrees here in Melbourne?
It's freezing. Absolutely
7,
freezing.
mate. And I reckon it's chilly here. It's about 20, but I went surfing the other day. The water was 25 degrees, you know. It's unreal.
Unbelievable.
Mate, all the hairs on my shoulders, and there's quite a few, are sticking up. I'm telling you, it's fucking freezing
It's
here.
freezing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thanks for joining us for the Demon Tale tonight.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me, boys.
That's
Great.
okay. Anytime. I'll hand over to the hairy chef who's going to ask you a few questions, if that's all right.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Righto, mate. A few questions tonight. So, tell us a little about yourself. The time of the Heights you spent at the Heights. Your pub, your racehorses when you left the Heights to go up there with the lovely fee. And an important question I want to ask is your health. You've had a few health battles. And
yes.
I think that's changed your attitude on things because you've got one of the greatest attitudes I've known from any bloke in the world. Like super positive all the time, you know what I mean? And obviously I'm not there all the time and don't see anything, but that's what you project to a lot of us down here. So, yeah, mate, tell us about yourself. What's going on?
Oh, it's all good, mate. Yeah, I went out to the born and bred in Chelsea and out to the mighty Heights and, had some great times there. And when I first went out there because I played the under 15, I think, because my uncle Kevin Hockett, who just recently passed away, God love him. We used to go out there, and that was the old dome. Remember the old dome, that tin shed bloody thing was out there?
I do. I found a photo of it the other day. I'm trying to get hold of one. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was great days. And I don't know if you know, but I was actually playing for Chelsea on the Saturday, and I was playing for Chelsea Heights on the Sunday, and then, which is I thought was all legit back in those days. And one of the other kids in my side, his father was on the junior committee, got wind of it, and Chelsea, by him, barred me for 10 years for playing for Chelsea. Caught that.
10 years?
So I'm like 14 or 15. I was just crying. And bloody hell. And I said to the old man, he goes, stuff, go out with the hoppies, you know. The Hopwoods were out there, and so I ended up going out for the mighty Heights, and it was great. The great years there, like under 17s with Crazy Dave and all them. So,
You're listening, Crazy Dave. It's probably past his bednight anyway. Yeah, so it was
Who's that?
Crazy Dave. What a character.
Oh, character, mate. Like hilarious. He coaches he was just a marvellous. He was a great coach. He was hilarious, mate. He was just hilarious. He was all for you, you know. He loved you, you know. He just loved playing for him. So it was really good. And then, we sort of got up here, and Fiona and I got into the pub game, and That was really good, bit different, mate. We went down to we're living up here. I've got a mate down in Newcastle, and I said, I'll come down. We'll come down for a month to show us the road, see what goes on. He ended up having a heart attack and a triple bypass. So like a month turned into 18 months. So all of a sudden he goes, well, you're running the pub. So that was pretty cool. And then we got our own pubs for a while. Got one at Ballina, just south of Byron Bay there. That was pretty cool. And then our last pub, we were out of the pub game now, but our last pub was just south of Bundy, and it was a bikie pub. So that was a bit different.
I'm sure it was, mate.
They were fantastic. Like, we'd have a bike show. The pub was on 2.5 acres, and we'd have bike shows, and there'd be 3,000 bikies there from every different club, But they were fantastic, cleaned up everything. It was fantastic, it was just a really good time, but hard time for the pubs at the moment and the clubs, so bit of a worry.
Definitely. What about your racehorses, mate? You've always loved the punt and the horses. You always
no. One of my horses won the other week. Our horse won at can't remember who it was, but it won. But
how many you got?
We're going to roll. I've got about 4.
Yeah.
But they go all right. One's called Dreaming of Gold. She goes good, and no, they all go good, mate. It's a good interest. We just got shares. It's a good interest, and been pretty lucky with the racehorses. They're going really good at the moment, and I don't mind a punt,
So your health, mate. You've had a few battles over the years, but you're beating everything, and I reckon it's changed you into a better person. That's just my perspective. You seem to have this really great attitude of life. Like just live it. We all concentrate, and especially days like this, we're all worried about every single minute thing when we should probably look at a bigger picture.
Yeah, for sure, mate. Like, I first started in 2010, and I was not to be gory, but I was waking up in the morning, and there was all blood on the pillows and from my ear. I had all this trouble with my ear. And I said to Fiona, what, picking my nose in the middle of the night or something? I don't know what was going on. And then I went to the doc, and they went, oh, mate, you got to go, in a bit of trouble there. I had a few tumours in my head, but see, boys, I was sort of lucky in that I had it like I was bleeding. Like a lot of people, I was sort of lucky. I'm a bit blessed and feel a bit guilty at times, But I was bleeding, and then they could find out what happened, and I had a heap of plastic surgery on my head and my face, and because of course I used to look like Brad Pitt, but now I've got this head.
Oh, yeah, unlucky.
Because of the plastic surgery, but it's been a battle, and had a lot of time off work, and Fiona was fantastic, and you just got to get through it, Like I just had surgery 9 days ago. Again, I had another growth, so just get it out, and you do what you do, and the technology is fantastic, and just wake up and the sun comes up tomorrow. That's where you got to look at it.
Yeah, it's a great attitude there, mate. Like I said, every message you send me or whatever, it's always super positive, you know what I mean? So it's good to have someone,
Yeah, well, it's good to live in good vibes. You need good vibes. There's so much in the world at the moment, You just got to live on good vibes, and all we want, Fiona and I want in life is a 2-foot waist, some noodles and a beer. That's all I need.
Yeah. Well said.
Well, it's simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Life's pretty simple when you break it down.
So Pisho, I'm not sure if you've heard the segment before, but this is all about bringing all the past players back together again in a time of need down at the Heights. So we've got, it's called the Demon Tail Quiz. We'll go through it. We're going to ask you a few questions. I'll let the chef head off the first question.
Right, mate. This could be a tough question, and you can actually answer yourself. But the best player you've seen at the Heights, and this is very subjective to a lot of people. So, who do you reckon you've seen?
Well, I ranked my best 3 when I played there, and that was. But I ranked number 1 was Peter Oakes.
Yeah, gun.
He was just an absolute star footballer. Mentor, leader, he should have been a 10-star general. Where when he coached and you just listened, he was just had a presence. He was a great mentor and a lovely human being as well. So he was fantastic. He was one of my first coaches there, coming up from the under-17. So he was fantastic. Number 2, Stephen Fanning. He was just he was just had it all. He had an unbelievable mark. He kicked the ball that far. Like, he just had it all. Could read the game. I think he won a B&F when he was 19 in the South West Skippy League when it was really, it was strong. He was a star, mate. He was an absolute. I reckon. I'd say when I played my debut for the seniors, I reckon he played 100 games. I reckon he played 100 games by the time he was 11. That's how good he was. Yeah, at Chelsea Heights, he was unreal. And my third one would be Coco Robbins. I told Slob this.
Oh, Keithy.
Yeah, Keithy Robbins. Keithy, he was just. Oh, mate, he was. He had it all too. He just marked. And I remember I met David Parker, and he said he was the greatest player, never to play a senior game at Hawthorn. But Hawthorn were on fire in those days. But he was a great player. So that's sort of my top three,
Yeah, mate, like I said, I was a bit younger than you, and I grew up and watching Keithy Robbins and Oaksy and stuff like that. There's a really good interview somewhere about Peter Oakes' life.
Oh, right.
It's called A Sporting Life or something. It's really interesting.
Yep.
And he's a great and probably the most well-respected bloke I know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
A terrific player, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those three guys that Bish has just mentioned they were just great growing up, you know what I mean? They were stars, they were heroes, they were strong, they were tough. They played for the Heights and they were really good blokes, you know what I mean?
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the Oakes family are related to Lionel Rose.
They certainly are.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely certainly are.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Oaksy was unreal. Yeah, he was unreal.
Yeah. So, Bisho, tell us a little bit more about your football in Queensland when you moved up to Queensland. You had a kick at Caloundra, is that correct? And there was a lot of Heights.
No. I come up to Nambour.
Yep.
Which is, we played Caloundra, but what happened, if I've got time, I've got, like, the great late Irishman, because a lot of people go, Irish and I grew up together. We lived about 3 doors from up each other in Chelsea.
Yep.
So me and Irish knew each other since we were like 12, So, and don't spit your drink out if you're having a drink, but till he was about between 12 and 15, he was actually a normal kid. You know what I mean?
I just spat out my drink.
You shouldn't, because it was just a normal kid. Then he turned into Irish, because I was the one that took him out there, because we had the youth club and the Hoppers, and I took him out there, and then he became Irish, the great, we miss him dearly, and he was a great kid. He was just hilarious. We had so much fun, at younger days, and we went out to so I'm working in Melbourne. I'm working in town, and I go to the King's Park, and it was run by Mullins. Well, I used to be a good supporter of Chelsea Heights.
Yeah, he did too.
The Mullins. Yeah. And then who's on the boom gate? Irish. So he goes, you're not going to believe this, when he used to talk, the great fella, because I've known him since I was young. I could only pick up every fourth word. And I remember him saying, he was talking about Queensland, he said, Queensland, footy and beer. And the conversation went for 15 minutes, and I just said, I'm in. I'm in. So that was about 87 or something, 88. And then he didn't come up. He didn't come up till the following year.
All right.
So a really good footballer from Mount Eliza, Tony Norman, got the coaching job. I didn't know where Nambour was or... Yeah, Tony Norman, he's a really good footballer, and so I said, let's go up. So, and I just thought, the old, you go up for 6 or 12 months and play footy and come home, and it was that good up here. I was still here, and we've been here since and I thank Irish for that, because, he was up here, we played footy together at Nambour, then he went to Caloundra with the other boys, Smitty and Footy and Jimmy Abrams and Mearnsey and the great Burrow. They all played.
Because they were in the
they all played.
They were in the grand final, weren't they? Because we went up there. I went up with little Nick Madge and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I think they were undefeated, and they were a good side. Caloundra were a good side anyway, let alone bringing them boys up. Smitty, Footy and Mearnsey and bloody Burrow. Jesus.
Yeah, I went up there for a couple of days to watch the grand final, which I think they won. I'm sure they did. And it was 2 weeks. I lost my job and had to join the unemployment queue because I was just on the piss for 2 weeks. And I got on my way out to drink the night before the grand final. There was Bullet and a few of the blokes. I took them to some dodgy nightclub wherever they were, and we just got smashed and stuff like that. They still had the talent to win the grand final the next day. So.
Yeah, no, they were a good side, mate. I think they were undefeated, and with those boys from Chelsea, they were even better. So. No, it was good. It's been, and look, I can't thank Irish enough, bless his soul, for bringing Fiona and I up here. He went back to Melbourne, but we stayed and we absolutely love it up here.
Is it, you know the bloke on my left-hand side? Can you see it on screen?
You probably can't see it.
No, I'm not on the screen, mate. No, sorry.
Well, there's a bloke next to me. We've got a life-size cutout of the Jer, which the boys got for their
okay.
They got for their cricket trip away. And I think he was at the pub. Didn't we take him to the pub that time last time you were down?
Yeah, no, he was at the pub with us, so
That's
he's
right.
always with us.
He's hit me up for another 50, but it's all right.
I was going to say, he was hilarious. I'll tell you now, I'll say it again. He was a normal kid till he was 15, and then when he hit Chelsea Heights, he turned into Irish.
I can believe
great
it.
memories.
Sure.
Great memories with him. Great memories.
Right, so your favourite memory at the Heights, what was it? There would have been a heap, we know that, but what's your favourite one that sticks out?
Well, there's heaps and heaps, you know. The memories are meeting all you people, you know, meeting and lifelong friendships, you know. Like it was just fantastic there, and you know, the time moves on, but just some funny old nights. But I'll just talk about this footballer. There was one bloke, I can't remember his name. He played in the seconds. Cole Sumner and or Gumption, or the mayor from Chelsea, I was bear bum on that. And his nickname was Caveman. And every week, Chelsea I just have three streets. He used to knock out three. I can't remember his name, but you probably know him.
He had the long hair. He had like a bit short on the front.
Yeah.
I know. I can't remember his name. I think he was a friend of Joey and John Redmond's at one stage.
Right.
I think. I'm not sure. I don't know because he was a bit. He was a bit on the snoz too, wasn't he? He was a bit on the nose.
Oh yeah, and he looked like Bruce Dool.
That's him. I know the bloke you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh mate, I used to the memory of it. I used to go, gee, we used to go early just to watch him play in the Magoos, and he knocked 3 or 4 blokes out. And the selectors, Gigi was a good player, a good tough player. Yeah, it was hilarious. Some of those memories, but there's great memories there, you know, forever.
This is going to be the toughest question that you're going to answer tonight.
Okay.
Who was crazier, Bobby or Russ McKay?
The Rock or Bluey?
Jesus. Who's crazier?
Well, the old man.
The old man was in there too. So Bobby and Russ, who's crazier? Well, they're both individuals. I'll give you the drum. And between them, they've got the IQ of a pear banana. But I'd have to ring up the mum and ask how many times who fell out the shopping trolley at Wern's the most. I reckon Russell. I reckon Bluey.
Russell.
He's bloody nuts. I'll give him. He's nuts. Russell. Yeah. Christ, be a funny bugger.
Yeah, mate.
Who would be the player? We didn't have it. I think we had karaoke back then when we were up here. Well, you were down here. But who would be the karaoke singer of the Heights if you were to pick one? Who loved a bit of a tune? I mean, we're obviously all tone deaf at that stage.
Oh, I don't know. You got me there.
Did we sing? We just got
used to get up and have a sing. Irish used to get up.
He warbled. He warbled not too much.
Yeah, you never understood what he said. He just had a mouthful of marbles. You didn't know what he said. He just
Queensland beer footy.
Yeah, footy beer and Queensland. Yeah. Good question. I got no idea.
Yeah. With Bobby one day, I remember it might have been Trent Canavan in the reserves, and he had 45 on the back of his jumper, and he straight away, you know how sharp he was. He said RPM. That's your new nickname, RPM, as in the old record speed.
Yeah, unreal.
And did you have any pre-game or post-game hoodoos or superstitions when you were playing at all?
Not really. Like, wasn't gifted as most blokes, but I never used to. I always used to push my socks down.
Yeah.
And most importantly, pre-game, I do the form at the races, put my bets on.
I'll tell you a story there. You know Paul Smith? Paul Smith, I remember going to a Melbourne Reserves game. I remember him looking up at the scoreboard, looking at the race results while the game was playing. I kid you not.
Yeah. Well, up here in Queensland, I used to get the runner. The runner used to come out and give me the who won race 5 and 6 and 7 because I had horses. You know, yeah. I wanted to know. And well, the pre-game was just putting the quaddies and all that on, and the post-game was couldn't care if I won or lost. It was how I went in the punt.
Oh, so yeah, I've got a question here. It's actually come from my brother. There's a rumour around that you turned up to training one night wearing a wetsuit. Is that correct?
Yes. And I was actually the first bloke ever to wear gloves in a game.
Oh,
I don't know,
really?
there's a few blokes, yeah, but they were just not like normal gloves you buy, like a best and less or something. It was freezing one day at the Mighty Heights there, and I said, "I'm you," and the umpire come up and he checked me gloves. I remember it well, and every time I went for a mark, it just went ping. I never took a mark out all day.
What about the wetsuit? What inspired that? Or was it a joke, or you just?
No, but I did.
It's cold.
No, that was cold. But I did. I used to wear a wetsuit under me, like a vest and that. Yeah, bloody hell. Geez, it was cold.
And also, I've got another one here from the Bear Bum. He wants to ask you a question. He wants to know about a bottle of metho and raspberry cordial.
Yeah, best we don't go there.
There's a few stories that can't be said on here.
I'll tell you something. I'll take a quick story. There was when we were younger. There was myself, Cole Summerlin, the great Cole Summerlin.
Yep.
The mayor of Chelsea Heights, Bear Bum, and his late father Nobby, right? So the four of us, and we buy a couple of greyhounds. So we're in the greyhound business, you know.
Yep.
So the first dog we had, and it would end up being called Summer Run after Colin.
Yep.
They got the names back, and I think it had like 700 starts for 1 win and 1 second. It wasn't all that good. Anyway, the real story to this one is, we went everywhere. We went everywhere with this bloody thing. And then, so we got this other one, and I couldn't train it. My mum hated it. I couldn't have it. So Bear Bum, we kept it at Nobby's, you know. Bear Bum at Nobby's, you know. So we'll keep the dog there. So we've been there about 6. To tell you the truth, between the four of us, we couldn't teach a seagull to eat a chip, you know. so I go around. It's been about 6 or 8 weeks. I don't know if the mayor remembers this, and I go around. So I might trial it. You know, we'll trial it. You know, we'll take it to the old as a party track out at Carrum Downs out the back there. Used to be the old days, and I walk in there, all got sad faces. I go, well, we'll come to trial the dog. He said, oh no, you won't be trialing it. You won't be trialing it today. I said, what's wrong? He says, follow me. We walk in, and the bloody greyhound's laying on Nobby and Ola's bed.
We don't need to joke at work now. That's hilarious.
It's laying on the bed, and everyone's got a stay. I said, well, I'm here to take it. It's been here 8 weeks. Can't I try it? I said, what's wrong with it? He goes, it's crooked. Just ate one of Ola's, just ate one of Mum's moccasins. I said, what? Oh, it's cooked. You can't take it anywhere. Anyway, when it finally recovered, we took it to the old Olympic Park, and it ran. We trialled it over 732 metres in the old scale, and it broke a world record as the slowest greyhound in history to run round. And that was the end of our greyhound. If Bear Bum, the great mayor, remembers that, but it was the slowest dog in history. And that was the end of our greyhound training. And but anyway, that was fun.
Bear Bum's just sitting here and said it played with his cat. No wonder I wouldn't chase the lure.
And ate a bloody moccasin. Like, it's supposed to be outside getting trained, feeding. Anyway, it was all good time. Great.
So finally, we're at the end of our demon tale. We want to hear a demon tale after our quiz. So if you've got a demon tale to tell us.
Well, that was sort of it, I think.
That's okay.
I can do another one, but it's not for this time slot.
Go for it.
No. It was all good. It's all good, mate. And,
we might keep that for another time.
Yeah.
We might get you back on because it's been a hoot. It was good. I knew it'd be great to get on because I know you got some great stories and you speak well. So that was great, mate, having you on. Really appreciate your time. And say a lovely hello to Fee and all the gang. If you see Harry up there, say hello to for us and stuff like that. So
do you still see Bobby or Russ at all? Or talk to him?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, no, Bobby's going well. We had in JDF and we brought, because they're all Richmond, we got Jimmy Jess as a special guest. That was a great night, really good. So, Jimmy was great. So, it was a really good night. And, well, look, thanks for having me, boys.
Oh, that's
it's been
okay.
a pleasure.
Give everyone our regards. And you probably missed it. I think it was our first episode. We did a third AV footy team, believe it or not.
No, I've seen it,
good stuff.
I sent it to him, so that was great. So, thanks for having me. Take care in these tough times, and hopefully, when this is all over, I'll come down next year, watch a home game. It'll be great.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be brilliant, mate. That'd be brilliant.
Really good.
Absolutely.
We'll be down for sure.
Thanks for your time, Bisho.
Good on you, mate. Take care.
Take care.
Yeah, thanks so much. Love you guys.
Thanks,
See you, mate. Bye. Bye.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's
fantastic.
Funny. I knew when I thought I'd get him on.
Awesome.
I actually spent some time with him when I was travelling around Australia.
Yeah.
And I'd stayed at his joint. He's just a great bloke, and he's married Fiona. She lived around the corner. The
Yeah. Oh,
just
fantastic.
Absolutely wonderful, beautiful people. So it's good. Good to listen. Good.
Just again, JDR Brick and Block. Bricklayers. Try and say that fast. Go on. JDR Brick and Block. Bricklayers. 0403 611 809. Get in touch with Joel. Anyone's got any work to do in regards to bricklaying or laying blocks, get in touch with Joel. We haven't got a joke of the week this week.
Like I said, the mystery illness for Dave. So no COVID-19. I think hungover as fuck. That's
okay.
So
anyone else has got a joke of the week and you want to...
shout out to Jimmy Ames if you can actually manage to listen to it. Sling us ones.
Yeah, record it on your phone and send it through to us. We don't need to call you. It'd be great. All right, we're getting to the best 22. So we're week 3, and we're going to thank Smitty for this.
Yeah, thanks for the smut.
Do you want to read this out?
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind, actually.
Yeah,
he tried to ring me the other day. This is a true story. I'm not sure if Smitty's listening. He rang me the other day, and what should have taken 3 minutes, it was about 22 minutes to get to... And I'm not sure if he had a couple, because I know I had, and it was impossible to get... And he ended up with like 14 players. I said, we need like a team, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And... what he had to say was really good, and it's not a bad team actually at all.
Can you throw some nicknames in as you read them out as well?
Oh, well, let's try. I've got one here I've sort of missed it, so someone can also help me out. So the back line goes from the Gumps, Shane Blake, to Damien Slugger Reid, to James Matthew, aka Abrahams, aka probably have a couple of
Jimmy
names. Jimmy Streeter. Halfbacks Tony Wern.
Yeah, in the supermarket.
IGA, the original king of the IGA.
Yeah, the great. I'll get him up.
The dearly departed and always with us, Jared Chadwick. Jared, 5 names Chadwick. Yeah. Wayne Stewart. I had a look at that. It's Wayne Stewart, the Cos.
The Cos.
Mr. Penis himself.
Oh, right.
The Cos.
There you go. Cosmos.
Hung one low, or whatever it goes. Yeah. Let's not get him on, because it'll go for a week. We like the football marathon.
We've got to get Cosy on. That's a certainty.
He talks more shit than I do.
Oh, I know. I love the Cos. I love him.
The centre line, Darren Walsh, the Walshy. And this guy, and I know from experience, this guy is a king. P-foot.
Could play.
Ball foot.
Could play.
Friendly. Yeah. He could do everything.
Exactly.
On the other wing is a real good mate of mine, Shane Rossborough.
Yeah, Buzz.
Half forwards line, D. Metho. Does anyone remember him?
Oh, certainly do. He went down to Hawthorn, I believe. It was under John Kennedy.
Absolutely. And he rolled up late.
Yep.
And they'd already been doing something, gone for a run, and they said to him, do you want to do some laps? And he goes, no, fuck that, I'm not doing it unless. And that was the end of his career, you know what I mean?
He was a sensational player.
Yeah, and a gun cricketer, like mad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then we have probably the greatest footballer to put on a Chelseaites jumper, Steve Fanning, Candles, one blowing you out.
Yep.
On the wing, we've got a surprise little packet here, a little tough nuggety Al Golden.
Yep.
Forward line consists of Anthony Blake.
The Gumble Nut.
Blake.
Yeah.
Dave Pacey.
Remember
him?
Dave knew the price of a pot.
He absolutely did know the price of a pot, because he smashed about 5 million of them. And on the other forward pocket, one we all know and love, the great Neil Lockhart.
Yep.
Or Food to the Bond Beach.
Food, missing a toe, I believe.
Missing a couple of toes and a half
of toes.
And it's good to see his family and friends have just still put shit on about being a cripple, you know what I mean? In the rucks, Peter Moore, the Herbie. The craziest. Anyway, full forward line, the smut. The smut. Gun, football, gun, everything, done everything.
Yep.
And on the other pocket is a personal favourite of mine, and your father, actually.
Yes.
Reginald Walter Reynolds.
Can you just tell us that little story like Dot did to him?
Which one?
About dropping the suitcase at the footy club.
Well, there's 1,000 stories. So on Tuesday, it used to be basically Tuesday night, the old club would sit around there, and you'd have the circle. So there'd be fast cars, there'd be Reg, there'd be Fat Les, there'd be Gary Foote, and we'd talk, and then all us young blokes, and the good thing about it, they included us in it.
Yeah.
So there was no age bracket. You'd talk about what you did today, what happened, how was this going on, that kind of stuff like that. And one day, there's a knock on the door, and an irate woman walks in the door with, I think, 1 or 2 suitcases, and it's your mum, Dorothy, the lovely, very patient Dorothy. And she looks at Reg and she goes, well, you fucking hear all the and time, you may as well live here, you know, and just drop the 2 suitcases off and just walk out the door. And Reg just looked at her like, oh, come on, Dorothy, you know what I mean? Dot. Oh, don't worry, boys, it's fine, you know what I mean?
That's classic.
So he's in the other 4 pocket. Now, on the interchange, we have Pat Lester.
And that Doggy?
Michael, Doggy.
Yeah.
Michael Greeley.
Don't know him, but anyway.
Jammo, remember Jammo?
Yeah, Jammo.
Jamie Jamison.
Yeah, Jammo.
The other one, Paul Fingers Kemp.
Yeah, Kempy.
Paul Oakley, which I don't know if you guys know that well. He's a great bloke. B. Lockhart. So there's 2 Lockharts in the team.
Yeah.
The coach, Kay Hickey.
Now, just quietly, Ken Hickey has a sports bar. I reckon it's bigger than the footy club. I've been there. Oh, it's fantastic.
So if you're listening, Ken?
Yeah, Ken.
Wouldn't mind an invite. Just give you a bit of a plug, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you doing next week? What else have we got? The chairman of selectors, B. Carpenter. The greatest barman ever. Ever. And the best bloke to get tick off in your life until someone didn't pay their something in sport for us all.
Sponsored by Tip Top, the baker.
Tip Top, the baker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Love that old, he used to scratch his back on
Baker.
the bakes. Yeah, good North Melbourne man too,
Yeah,
Baz. Who else have we got here? We have got team manager, T. Pegram, which is not too bad. Smitty told me, he goes, I can't find a spot for you. And I'm thinking, if there was a senior side now, I reckon I'd be the centre forward, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fair enough, I'll take that. Trainer, L. Dobby.
Old Dobby.
Hey?
Yeah,
the
Dobby.
Dobster?
Yep.
Runner, Jason O'Brien. Hey? We've got the Obes, and we've got a couple of water boys here, and these were designed. Actually, Smitty designed these to piss one of them particularly off. So we've got Twitchy, who's the original water boy. We've got Henry Horlock, the dear departed Henry, the great man Henry.
The great man.
And the other one is why he's on the bench, just to give him the shits, is Brendan Dinger Davies.
Dinger Davies. Hey, you listening, Dinger? Hey, you listening, Dinger?
He wasn't bad at what he was doing, but he just wasn't up there. You know what I mean? So don't blame me, Ding, when you give me a hard time or send me a text message tomorrow. So what we need, boys, is what's that team, mate?
Yeah, what's that team? Come on, guys. Anyone online know what that team has in common? I mean, I think it's pretty clear cut myself.
I would have gone, as soon as you said Shane Blake, I would have nailed it. You know what I mean?
Straight away.
Absolutely nailed it straight away.
Yeah,
so.
it is the team of the best drinking team at Chelsea Heights. And I've just thought of something for next week. Can someone think of a team of support staff? Because you've said the great Jack Dobby. What about, remember, was it Peter Wardrop?
Yeah, Pete Wardrop.
Rabbits?
Yeah, Rabbits, mate. He went missing. No one's ever seen Rabbit.
Rabbits?
He was a great man, Rabbit.
Yeah, can anyone think of a support team? Maybe they can put together a support team of Pete Wardrop and Rabbits and all the support staff and current support staff that might be working at the Heights. Freddie used to do the gate. Remember
Freddie? Yeah, that's right.
Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie,
Yeah.
Freddie Forbes.
Freddie? Nah, not Freddie Forbes. Old Freddie.
Freddie used to live in First Ave.
Yeah.
Gary
used to do the gates. Yeah. And we've had various barmen as well. So Shane Gumpson Blake used to run the bar there for a while.
I actually ran the bar once.
Yeah.
Yes,
the problem was my first night, we finished up at 6:30 in the morning. I blame Wayne Costello. I definitely blame Wayne Costello. Okay, we got a lot of. I was designed for the other side of the bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's been plenty of characters around the night, so maybe a team of characters or something. So put your thinking caps on, boys, and get back to us and text me or text Grant or text Paige Tomo and get on. Put a team together.
So maybe support staff next week if anyone, Bear Bum and all the guys are listening, or Smitty, get something together for us. It'd be great.
You better throw it. The greatest raffle man you've ever seen.
I don't know who used to light the fires over there. Remember we used to have the big drums? It was freezing cold in winter and we had the old fire drums. I wonder who used to light those. And the old can shed.
Yeah, the old my man sold cans out the back of the Dodge using the can shed. And I was thinking about it was actually Johnny Carroll. You know Johnny Habitat? Yeah. And remember we used to have the big esky at the front?
Yeah.
And it was full of mate, it was 7 degrees.
Yeah.
And it was minus 137 and Johnny would stick his hands in all day and get cans out and shake them around like that. And thanks Johnny, how much? $5 like, you know. $5
or $1. I would have been $1.
And poor Johnny, I really.
I
wished him a happy birthday the other day, and I said, "Have your hands finally
thought
out after all these years?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he never replied to me because he obviously doesn't say too much. But anyway, he's a good man, Johnny. Great man.
And Bears who's just sent out was Freddie Hatfield.
Freddie Hatfield. Well done, Bears. Good stuff.
Bearsy. So hopefully you can come up for the team for us, Bearsy. That'd be great. Don't forget JDR Brick and Block Bricklayers. Oh, I can't say that fast. I'm doing pretty well. 0403 611 809. Get in touch with Joel. Check out his Instagram if you want to see what work they do. We're just about to wrap up. You want?
No, not really. I've got to go up to Sydney again on Saturday. My old man's obviously, some know and some don't know that he's not very well at all.
Yep.
So I've got to go and see him and spend some time with sister and stuff. So I'll be in next week. So I've asked Leith Waite to sit in for me.
Yeah, great.
So he's got. He's probably a bit nervous, and I'd say to the viewers, ask him some questions because he's a guy behind the scenes who's made a lot of moves and things happen over the last 2 or 3 years. Specifically, he's been right behind. He's the guys who are bringing these guys up, the carpenter and all these guys up, and does a lot of. He doesn't want to be noticed for it. He doesn't do anything. He wants to stay in the background, but. I reckon get into him.
Yeah,
get him
fantastic.
as a host and probably pump him for maybe you can get him some questions and get him, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's a really good club man, Twacey. He's a really good bloke. So
yeah, I wanted to have a bit of a chat about past players and how we can help in such a tough year to get the membership happening and talk a little bit about it.
Absolutely, and that goes to everyone. Everyone's got any ideas of what we should do or what you want to see or what do you think is a good idea to involve the new, the old and reach out and whatever. Just let us know because we're open earning. We're fine with that.
And we'd love a sponsor for next week. So
absolutely, thanks to Jolie today. We really appreciate
Joel,
it.
fantastic.
But, we really need someone to get on board next week and sponsor us because there's a lot. What you don't see is a lot of work behind the scenes. Well, the good man here and this guy on my left hand side is fantastic. I just sort of speak shit and say you know what I mean a lot of times. But yeah, to keep us going and if you haven't and enjoying it and you want to see it next week. Feel free, you know what I mean? Feel free to contact.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, well, that just about wraps it up. Thank you to Major Tom. Thanks, Harry Chef. We'll give you a call next week if that's okay.
Mate, of course. I'll be probably in the shed. I could be a little bit in a different position. No, I'm happy. I'll be the same, half-fist. You're fine.
Sounds good.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone, for listening. Thank you. Bye.
See you next week.
Yep.
Grow your business with social videos. It's not an option anymore. As humans, we're hardwired to absorb story. Video is where story thrives. Storytelling in video ultimately provides more opportunity for your audience to develop a strong connection to your product. Social media demands content. Let Major Tom Media create social video content for your business and watch your engagement grow. Go to majortommedia.com and become irresistible to your audience.